Gannon. Good morning, everyone. 12 minutes before 7. We're following a developing story for you this morning. Hillary Clinton is taking a break from campaigning after her doctor announced that she is battling pneumonia. The diagnosis was revealed after cell phone video showed aides propping Clinton up and helping her inside a van as she left a 9/11 anniversary ceremony early in New York yesterday. The medical incident has renewed concerns about the Democratic presidential nominee's health. Hi again, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau. We're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. Also developing this morning, a ceasefire goes into effect at sundown in Syria. The deal, brokered by the U.S. and Russia, would slow the deadly violence and allow much-needed humanitarian aid to reach neighborhoods destroyed during the 5-year-old war. If the truce holds for a week, Russia and the U.S. will carry out coordinated airstrikes against ISIS. One man is facing several charges after allegedly being interrupted during an attempted burglary and then running from police. Cass County Sheriff's deputies arrested 35-year-old Michael Savvy after he crashed his getaway vehicle in South Fargo. They got a call around 2:30 yesterday afternoon about a burglary in process. The sheriff's office says Savvy was stopped in the middle of the burglary and took off in a pickup before eventually crashing it into a drainage ditch on 78th Avenue South near I-29. Authorities brought in a canine unit to help with the search and eventually found Savvy in a field south of town. No one was hurt in the incident. Coming up on 6:51, it's a time for a check of weather and traffic on the ones. And we start with meteorologist Lisa Green. It was almost hot yesterday, much cooler at that bus stop this morning.
Yeah, big changes in the forecast for this Monday. We go from 80s to 60s for highs. This morning's start, not terrible. We'll be in the 50s to start off, but it is breezy, so it will feel a bit chilly out there if you're standing outside for any length of time. We've been seeing mostly our winds in the teens, but we have had a couple of gusts into the 20s and 30s in parts of the valley. Now ahead for this afternoon, heading home from school, expect temperatures to only make their way into the 60s today. We're going to be mostly cloudy, and we may even see a couple of isolated areas of some showers with that wind out of the north helping to bring in that cooler air. Speaking of showers, mainly in the northern valleys where we've been seeing some isolated areas of sprinkles, and that may be the case that we really only see that much throughout the day today. Mostly cloudy skies for you there. We're starting to see those clouds drift southward with that wind and that cold front swinging through. And 59 degrees our current temperature in Fargo, 56 in Grand Forks. It's 60 in Badette, and 54 in Valley City. Our wind is, again, in the teens in a lot of spots, and eventually all of us having that northerly breeze. So here's a look at that hour-by-hour planner. Today by noon, still seeing mostly cloudy skies. There may be some pockets where we at least get a little peek of sun to help brighten things up a little bit. But most of the day stuck with some clouds. Temperatures this afternoon, low 60s north, some mid-60s in the south. And again, some isolated spotty areas of very light rain, but enough to be a bit of a nuisance for some of us as that rolls through. Later on this evening, still holding on to those clouds. Temperatures are going to be cool for the next several days. In fact, downright chilly to start off our mornings over the next few days too. 44 degrees to start off tomorrow morning in Fargo. Highs only in the 50s to some low 60s. So that'll be the coolest day on Tuesday, but that will transition to a very cold night Tuesday night and into Wednesday. We could have some 30s, something to keep an eye out for to start off Wednesday. We recover, though, into the weekend. Let's check in with Al.
Police, we're back out here again checking out the Metro Interstate Loop. I-29 traffic decidedly brisk this morning. It certainly has picked up, particularly northbound. But I'll tell you something, we have a lot of traffic on Interstate 94, particularly westbound, and travel speeds are up there as well. I'm eastbound right now, and I guess I'm looking at it a little bit closer. We're plenty busy out here as well. Travel speeds, like I started to say, are up there as well. We're doing 60 to 65 miles an hour, pretty common out here. Reminder, 2 stalled vehicles on Interstate 94, one eastbound at University Drive just on the west side of that interchange. The other one is on westbound Interstate 94, just west of 20th Street. Kind of a lousy spot there. Make sure you're looking out for that. Drive carefully this morning, and always, Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
7 minutes before 7. New for you this morning. 2 people are recovering from injuries after a crash in Becker County, Minnesota yesterday. It happened at the intersection of Highway 10 and County Road 13 just after 5 p.m. 34-year-old Roman Varno of Audubon was driving west on Highway 10 in Audubon when a car tried to turn left and go east on Highway 10. The second car, driven by Michael Witta of Wally, Minnesota, hit Varno's vehicle broadside. 2 passengers in Witta's vehicle were taken to a Detroit Lakes hospital for their injuries. When the Leonard, North Dakota Fire Department first purchased fire truck 7692, they were looking for an upgrade. But what they didn't realize was they were getting a piece of history. The truck was in service at a Washington, D.C. fire station on 9/11 and responded to the Pentagon when it was struck. Those who now ride in the truck in Leonard say they got chills when it was finally revealed, and they feel honored to have it in town. The truck's prior D.C. owners gave the Leonard Fire Department a picture of it on 9/11 at the Pentagon, and the station knew it right away was a match because it has the same markings as the one in the picture. Firefighters across the country honor those lost 15 years ago by climbing 110 flights of stairs. And some of our local members of the fire department took part in the tribute at Family Wellness in Fargo. The firefighters were fully uniformed in gear that can weigh up to 30 pounds. The 110 flights are the same number that firefighters had to climb in the World Trade Center towers. 15 years ago, many of us were still waking up in shock and disbelief that our country was attacked. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop joins us live in studio with more on how people are remembering and honoring 9/11.
Good morning, Lisa. It's a day both you and I remember very well, where we were when we found out that news, as well as many others. September 11, 2001 was the deadliest attack on American soil. Memorials were held yesterday for the nearly 3,000 people that lost their lives. Numerous people here in the Valley say it's hard for them to even believe that it's 15 years later and it's already passed.
I would say it feels shorter than that, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. That seems like it was just a few years ago to me.
No, it feels like it was yesterday.
Now, 9/11 changed security in our country and with the aviation industry. It's a day anyone living will recall. Lisa?
Thank you, Ashley. It might have been the biggest non-college football game of the year for many as Carson Wentz made his debut yesterday in a win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Fans were out in force in Fargo and probably across the state of North Dakota to see the rookie quarterback, and it didn't matter what color jersey they were wearing. Pretty much everyone was cheering on the Bismarck native. Fans we talked to say they are very proud of the North Dakota boy who is making a name for himself in the NFL. Wentz led the Eagles to a 29-10 win over the Cleveland Browns. He had 278 passing yards and 2 touchdowns for the victory. It certainly hasn't been the easiest or the prettiest first 2 games for the Bison football team, but they did come out on top in both of their first 2 games. The Bison taking an overtime win again this weekend over Eastern Washington, and our own Alex Egan got a chance to talk with head coach Chris Kleiman about how tough games like this affect this team.
Coach, you come off of 2 overtime games. Do you feel like your guys are battle tested at this point?
Yeah, I think there's no question we're battle tested. The negative is we weren't able to get a lot of young guys some playing time, and so and our depth will come into play going down to Kinnick and playing a Big Ten team. So we've got to really challenge them in practice, especially the younger guys, to make sure that they're ready to play.
You can catch the entire conversation with Coach Kleiman on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com and you can watch the coach break down the win over the Eagles on the Bison Football Show. That's also online. And remember, you can watch the Bison Football Show every week live Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. or wait till that night and catch the rebroadcast after Valley News Live 10 at 10. And every Monday, we're going to be bringing you a special edition to our Bison football coverage, the Bison Hot Seat. And on the hot seat this week, wide receiver Darius Shepard.
All right, Darius, as a child, who was your favorite cartoon character?
I'm going to go with SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's a great one. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Definitely night owl, yeah.
What is your favorite pro team?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. Visit any place in the world, what would it be?
I'm going to go with China.
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
See the Great Wall, maybe?
Yeah. Be good. What is the worst household chore?
Mowing the lawn.
Ooh, yeah. I agree. What is a weird habit you can't shake?
Biting my nails.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle.
What impresses you most about the Bison coaching staff?
Probably just how they get along so well and how they communicate with the players. They get to know us pretty well, so that's cool.
What's the one thing people don't know about you?
I have mad ping pong skills.
Really?
Yes.
I'll take you up on that sometime.
We'll have to see.
All right, thanks, Darius.
Yeah, thank you.
Mad ping pong skills. I'd like to watch that game too. Hey, we have some exciting news to share with you this morning. Today marks the first day you'll be getting an extra half hour of the Valley Today. You can now watch the Valley Today live on the Fargo CW from 7 to 7:30 a.m. every Monday through Friday morning. It's our chance to bring you even more up-to-the-minute news and weather from the most watched morning news team here in the Valley. Again, it all starts today on the new Fargo CW. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, 658 million of these went unused in America last year. The answer? Vacation days. I'm not going to skip my vacation days for anything. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page. And it's going to be a bit cooler today than the wrap up to our weekend.
Yeah, we're looking at some chillier temperatures to start off our week for this Monday. Expect to have temperatures into the 60s for highs, and tomorrow 40s to start, and notice Wednesday upper 30s. Upper 30s, okay, that's going to be chilly.
And I was a little sad we were missing the 80-degree temperatures as we were coming back from the Twin Cities. Both of us made it to Christy Larson's wedding. So, of course, the engagement was live on TV. Now we're just able to share some pictures. The beautiful bride, Christy and Jaron. She looked absolutely gorgeous in her dress, and it was a great party. She's on her honeymoon now. She'll be back in a week. Thanks for waking up with the Valley Today.